Hello everyone and welcome to AutomationEdge. Consider the critical process of onboarding a new customer at a bank or financial institution. Every detail, from a name to a social security number, must be entered into the system with perfect accuracy. This manual data entry is not only slow but also carries significant risk. A single mistyped digit can lead to compliance failures, returned mail, and a poor first impression for a new customer. In an industry where precision is non negotiable, how can we guarantee speed and 100% accuracy? The answer is Web GUI automation. This is the technology that enables software bots to use web applications just as a human would, but with digital precision. These bots can read new customer data from a source file, navigate to the bank's online portal, meticulously fill out the entire registration form, and submit it. It's the ultimate solution for creating a fast, compliant, and error-free onboarding workflow. And your command center for building these bots is AutomationEdge Process Studio. As a complete platform for hyper-automation, its Web GUI capabilities are perfectly suited for the rigorous demands of the different industry. Using our intuitive drag-and-drop plugins, you can design robust workflows to automate tasks across any web application, running on either Windows or Linux operating systems. To automate any web page, we must first recognize its components. Everything you see and interact with on a page is a web element. This includes text boxes for the customer's name and address, buttons you click to submit the application, and links to other pages. To automate this form, we must tell our bot exactly which element to interact with and in what order. So, how do we tell the bot which box to type the username into? We give it a unique address. In web automation, this address is called a locator. Think of it like a flat number in an apartment building. You can't just say, go to the second floor and pick any door. You need the exact flat number to reach the right home. A locator works the same way. It's a unique address for a web element. It ensures that the bot performs the correct action on the right field every time. Let's say we are automating user registration on Parabank. On the registration form, we want the bot to type the user's first name. That field has a locator like. So here we can use ID equals customer.firstname or name equals customer.firstname. This tells the bot exactly where to enter the first name, even if there are many other fields like last name, address, username, password, etc. Just like a flat number takes you to the correct door. Locators are ways to identify web elements like input boxes, buttons, links on a web page. So the automation bot can interact with them, click, type, read, etc. Different types of locators are ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, CSS selector, and XPath. Pause the screen to go through their uses and easy explanation. Before we can command the browser, there's one crucial prerequisite: installing the AutomationEdge Web Extension. This browser add-on is the vital bridge that allows Process Studio to communicate directly with Chrome, Firefox, or Edge to find and interact with web elements. Let's walk through the setup in Chrome. First, go to the Chrome Web Store and search for the AutomationEdge Web Extension. Then click Add to Chrome. Once installed, navigate to your extensions page. You can type chrome://extensions in the address bar. Locate the extension and click Manage Extension. Here, you must enable two critical settings: allow in incognito and allow access to file URLs. This ensures your bot can operate flawlessly under all conditions. The process is similar for Firefox and Edge, and you can find detailed instructions in the AutomationEdge plugin guide appendix. Alright, let's put this into action. Every web automation workflow generally begins with the Start Browser step. This plugin launches the browser and navigates to your starting page. Let's start at the very top. First, we have the step name. This is your personal label for the step. While it seems simple, giving it a descriptive name like Launch Parabank Portal instead of the default Start Browser is a best practice. It makes your workflow much easier to read and understand, especially when you have dozens of steps. Next is the Start Node checkbox. This is one of the most fundamental concepts in any workflow. When you check this box, you're telling AutomationEdge, this is the beginning. This is the very first action to perform. A step marked as a start node cannot have any input steps connected to it, because it's the official starting line for your bot's race. Now, the browser configuration. This section tells your bot what browser to open and where to go. The browser drop-down is straightforward. This is where you choose your weapon. You can select from the most popular browsers: Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Microsoft Edge, giving you the flexibility to automate on the platform your organization uses. The web URL field is your destination. This is the exact web address you want the browser to open as soon as it launches. And what about this? Start in incognito mode. Checking this box is incredibly useful. It launches the browser in a fresh, clean state every single time, with no saved cookies, cache, or login history. Finally, we have the general settings. These are your safety net settings that control timing and error handling. First up is the page load timeout. Think of this as your bot's patience level for a loading web page. By default, it's set to 60,000 milliseconds or 60 seconds. If a page takes longer than this to load, the bot won't wait forever. It will stop and report an error. This prevents your automation from getting stuck on a slow or broken website. Next is the delay. This is different from the page load timeout. This setting tells the bot how long to wait while trying to find an element on a page, like a button or a text box, before giving up. The default is 30 seconds. This is crucial for dynamic websites where elements might appear a few seconds after the page has loaded. It gives the page time to settle before the bot takes action. Last, but certainly not least, is the powerful Clear Browser Instance checkbox. Have you ever had a workflow crash? Or have you manually closed the browser mid-run? Sometimes this can leave a ghost browser process running in the background. If you try to run the workflow again, you'll get an error because AutomationEdge thinks a browser is already open. By checking Clear Browser Instance, you're telling your bot, before you do anything, make sure no old browser sessions are hanging around. Give me a completely clean slate. We highly recommend keeping this enabled. And there you have it, a complete tour of the Start Browser step. You are now equipped to launch any browser, navigate to any URL, and configure your bot's timing and error handling like a pro. This solid foundation is essential as we move on to the next exciting step: finding and interacting with the elements on the page. Here we are in a new workflow. I'll drag the Start Browser step onto the canvas. Let's open it. I'll check Start Node. I'll select Chrome as the browser. For the demo, we'll use the public registration page for the Parabank demo site. So for the URL, I will enter https://parasoft.com/parabank/register.htm. I'll keep the default page load timeout and ensure Clear Browser Instance is checked for a clean start. That's it. Let's save and run the workflow. Perfect. The browser opens and the customer registration form is loaded and ready. Our bot has successfully navigated to the starting point. Let's do a quick recap. You now see how Web GUI automation solves critical challenges. You've learned the core concepts of web elements and the locators used to identify them. And most importantly, you've taken the first practical step by launching a browser to a specific web form. But how do you find the locators for all those fields on the form without digging into the website's code? In our next video, we will introduce you to a game-changing feature, the GUI Spy tool. It's the tool that makes finding locators for any element instant and easy, dramatically accelerating your automation development. Thank you for watching. Happy automating